Thank you for purchasing ESL's cable splice kits. The contents of your kit depend on the kit purchased. However, this instructional video will go over each item you may have in your kit and procedures for installation. All install procedures and common steps will be explained in order to help you use your kit correctly. Common ESL cable splice kit contents include heat shrink tube or rip shrink tube, molded contact carrier with brass sleeves, rubber contact carrier, butt connectors, brass sleeves, electrical tape, sealing mastic, and sandpaper. To prepare your cable, remove 2 inches of cable jacket at the ends of each cable to be spliced. Remove all exposed filler from the cable. Next, strip 3/8 to 1/2 inch of individual wire insulation from the end of each conductor. If your kit contains butt connectors, connect the same color wires using the supplied crimp connectors, then slide the splice cover tube, rip or hot shrink, over one of the cable ends. Remember, before terminating your wires, ensure you slide the cover tube over one of the cables. Insulate all connectors. Use proper crimping tool to ensure secure crimp. Be sure to perform a continuity test on all wires to verify correct phasing and grounding. If your kit contains a rubber contact carrier, install the connectors into it at this time. If your kit contains brass sleeves and contact carrier. Brass sleeves are pre-installed in the molded carrier. Connect same color wires into the opposite ends of the brass sleeves inside the molded carrier. Secure wires using the set screws on the sleeves. Hand tighten the set screws. Remember to ensure same color wires are connected into the opposite ends of the molded carrier. Allow the wires to set and retighten the set screws to 20 pounds per inch. Be sure to perform a continuity test on all wires to verify correct phasing and grounding. If your kit contains a rip shrink cover tube, abrade the cable jackets of both cables next to the splice opening using the sandpaper. 3 inches on each side is recommended. ESL strongly recommends 1 wrap of sealing mastic at each end of the rubber contact carrier. Extend each wrap 1 1/4 inch into the cable jacket while stretching mastic to approximately 50% of original width. ESL also recommends that the sealing mastic and contact carrier be wrapped with electrical tape overlapping about half of the width. Apply more pressure when wrapping the contact carrier and less when wrapping over the mastic. Tape should not extend beyond mastic. Each overlap should cover about half the width of the previous overlap. Wrap a marker strip of white electrical tape 1 inch from the outer edge of the mastic, or 2 1/4 inch from the cut edge of the cable or outer jacket on the side that has the rip shrink splice cover tube. Position the rip shrink splice cover tube, aligning the leading edge of the tube with the marker strip of white electrical tape. Remove the rip shrink tube inner support by pulling the loose core end in a counterclockwise motion. If your kit contains a heat shrink cover tube, you will need a heat gun, infrared heat source, or soft yellow flame torch. Center the hot shrink cover tube over the contact carrier. Using a heat gun, infrared heat source, or soft yellow flame torch, heat hot shrink cover tube. Move and rotate the cable to heat the hot shrink tube until the splice cover adheres to the cable and will shrink no further. ESL's rip shrink and heat shrink tubes are designed to create a watertight seal, allowing for safe and effective cable splicing. If you would like additional information on ESL splice kits or other products, visit our catalog online at eslpwr.com/catalog.